Hello everyone, this is Parthiban. Welcomes you to SAP Education YouTube channel. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வந்துட்டு ஒரு சிங்கப்பெண்ணை மீட் பண்ண போகிறாங்க. எஸ், மிஸ் ஆயிஷா ஃப்ரம் கேலிக்கட். இவங்க நீட் 2021 கிளியர் பண்ணிவிட்டு சி செக்யூர்டு 616 த்ரூ ஆல் இண்டியா கோட்டா மூலிமா அவங்க வந்துட்டு தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கிற ஒரு லீடிங் மெடிக்கல் காலேஜை அவங்க செலக்ட் பண்ண போகிறாங்க. இப்போ அவங்களுடைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸையும் அவங்க நீட் 2021க்கு எந்த மாதிரி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணாங்க, அவங்களுடைய ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் மெத்தடாலஜி என்ன அப்படிங்கிறத நம்ம வியூவர்ஸுக்கும் நீட் 2022 ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கிற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கும் ஒரு இன்டர்வியூவாக அவங்களுடைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸை ஷேர் பண்ணுறாங்க. அப்போ இந்த வீடியோவை பார்க்குறவங்க உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ரிலேஷன் சர்க்கிளில் யாரெல்லாம் நீட் 2022 ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள். கண்டிப்பாக இந்த வீடியோ அவங்களுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். எஸ்பெஷலி கேர்ள் சில்ட்ரனுக்கு இந்த வீடியோ ஒரு மோட்டிவேட்டடாக இருக்குங்க. இப்போ இந்த இன்டர்வியூ நம்ம எந்த மாதிரி கொண்டு போயிருக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா, நம்ம கேட்க வேண்டிய டவுட்ஸ், அப்புறம் நம்ம சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ் கமெண்ட் பாக்ஸில் கேட்டிருக்கிற டவுட்ஸ், இது எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்துட்டு அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு டெக்ஸ்ட் மெசேஜாக வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் அனுப்பிச்சி விட்டுட்டோம். அதுவும் அவங்களுடைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸையும் தான் சேர்த்து நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு வீடியோவாக அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காங்க. இந்த வீடியோ வந்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் லென்த்தியாக இருக்கும் பட்சத்தில் இந்த வீடியோ வந்து பார்ட் 1 மேபி கண்டினியூ ஆச்சுன்னா பார்ட் 2லையும் இருக்குங்க. அப்போ பார்ட் 1 பார்க்குறவங்க ஸ்கிப் பண்ணாமல் பார்ட் 2வையும் பாருங்கள். அப்போ தான் இந்த வீடியோவோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் வந்து ஃபுல்ஃபில் ஆகுங்க. ஓகே, வாங்க வீடியோக்குள்ளே போகலாம்.
Hi all, my name is Aisha Hamna. I'm from Calicut, Kerala, and I cleared NEET 2021 with a decent score of 616 and an all India rank of 12,474. And my state rank in Kerala entrance list is 949. So this video is essentially a story of a girl's NEET 2021 journey where the girl battled a lot of unconfidence, insecurities and ended up being a future doctor. So yeah, I think this video will be of some sort of help for all the NEET 2022 aspirants who is looking for a kind of motivation or inspiration. Yeah, so let's get started. Starting from my educational background, I passed 2017 board examination of 10th standard with a CGPA of 10, and then I shifted to state syllabus, and there I again topped the 12th standard with a percentage of 99.2. And as a girl, obviously you know who topped 12th standard, or as a girl who took science stream in 12th, will obviously go for NEET examination or will go for JEE examination. So not just breaking the norm, I also went for the NEET examination, but the result was a bit unique over there. I mean, a bit different over there. I ended up scoring 269 in my first attempt with a score of -1, and with that score obviously I will not get into a very good medical colleges, or even for private colleges I cannot go out. So my parents was like, okay, just give the NEET again into NEET 2020, that will be of fortune. So I was like, okay, I will give. But even after at that point of time I was not sure of being a doctor, and I was like, okay, my parents said I went, that was my condition. To be very frank, from the inner mind I haven't felt like okay, you want to be a doctor. No, I didn't, because a lot of insecurities was haunting me, because my score was -1 in physics. So should I grow big, can improve my score? A lot of insecurities was there. But as my parents said, I went to the coaching institute, but the thing changed. The story started there. I scored around, I started improve my score from -1. I used to get a 10, then I used to get 20. Sometimes it again will come to -5, but again I started. So as a snail crawling over, like I just improved my physics. Then the things was very easy. My physics and chemistry was a bit strong over there. I usually used to get 280 range in biology and 120 range in chemistry, but my physics was in a pathetic condition. But my teachers taught me from the basics, and that started improving. And in the mock test and everything of NEET 2020 I used to get around 190, yeah, in that range. But the thing which drowned me back in NEET 2020 final examination was my underconfidence. Even I entered the NEET with my shivering hands. I was not so confident. When I sat in the exam hall, I was thinking, I was not thinking about what the paper is. I was thinking what other people will think if I didn't clear NEET this year. What others will think, what my papa will think, what my mama will think, what my neighbors will think. That lot of insecurities started haunting my mind, and I ended up shivering my hands, many people can relate the situation, I guess. So that just because of the underconfidence and insecurities, I ended up scoring 501. And I'm sure that that is not because I don't know the concept. Maybe I know the concept to an extent of 70 to 60 80%, even though I would have scored a 550 or 580 very easily, but I ended up scoring 501 just because of my underconfidence, because I was really like, that was like, okay, what others, I didn't clear NEET this year. So that was my situation. And then his results got declared, and I scored just 501 with an all India rank of 84,000. It was a mobile number. I still remember the day I checked out the system, it appeared a very long number. So I was like, okay, what should I do next? Should I go for some other courses? And many people around me, I should say many people around me were like, okay, Are yaar, you gave it NEET to second attempt and you didn't score good marks. And everybody was hunting very hardly. And it's like shooting out gun towards your heart, right? Many people can relate, yeah. But my parents still said, and they still believed in me when everybody around was like, okay, should you go for NEET this year? Yeah, just go for some other course. My teachers, my parents, I should say, and my family supported me a lot, and they asked me, just give this year. You see, from 269 you reached 501 in the second attempt, so this year you will clear the NEET. And again, I was so inconfident. I was like, okay, should I give that? And when I sat in the home lonely, all my friends go out for taking admission in private colleges or government colleges. They started sending me the attire, the white coat, apron, and everybody was like, and I felt, and at that point, I really felt the need of cracking NEET. And at that point, from the inner voice of myself started telling me that you should crack NEET. Yes, there is that point from where the NEET exact journey started. So yeah. And in 2021, I started working hard as hell, I should say. I started working 15 to 16 hours a day. I started from morning 4 o'clock and I ended up still 11 o'clock. I used to do a lot of mock tests. I used to learn NCRT line by line. I used to clear my concept. I just get away or get rid of all my distractions. I just ended up deactivating my social media account. I just gave up Netflix, YouTube, everything. And I just gave up my smartphone, I should say. And I just started to a small phone, that too from... by changing a lot of my priorities, I was able to achieve this. So to all NEET aspirants out there, I would say that if you want to achieve something, do change your priorities first. See, it all depends upon your priorities. If your priority is to spend a lot of time in social media, you will end up being scoring less in it. But if you are first priority is avoid apron and stethoscope, to be a future doctor, to be a very good doctor, to serve the nation, and to make your family and parents proud. So change the priorities. That is my first point. Yeah, let us get into. So yeah, and now let me start speaking about my strategy of solving subjects of scoring 616. Yeah, and now let me start speaking about my strategy of solving subjects of scoring 616. To be frank, my favorite subject was biology. I used to love biology. I used to learn line by line. I used to frame questions from each line. That is how I solved biology. And my score in NEET 2021 biology was 355 out of 360. One question was wrong for me. So the way I was able to score this was very unique. I mean, I didn't follow many books. No, I didn't. I just followed NCRT. I just read line by line. I never left a single line. I never left a single figure. I used to read line by line, and I'm very confident. I'm very proud. I can proudly see that I read a chapter more than 20 times before I am entering the NEET examination hall. I read a chapter 20 times, and still now I can see that which line is like that, because I read it more than 20 times. And to all the people who are facing a bit difficulty in cracking biology, I would suggest you just start reading line by line, and from one paragraph just start making 50 questions. Obviously you can make, see, for example, if you're learning a digestion and absorption chapter, take the first introductory paragraph, start reading line by line, then make 20 questions or 50 questions from one paragraph your own, so that you will not forget a single line, and then you will get an idea how the examiners are framing the question. The next problem you might be facing is lack of time for reading the biology question. See, we'll be having 180 minutes, 200 questions and 180 minutes, right? That was the pattern of NEET 2021. I think the pattern has not changed, and there is no official notice regarding the changing of the pattern yet. So maybe the same maybe this year. So I would like to suggest you that every day just spend 30 minutes before you sleep and just solve 100 or 120 questions. First from biology only. Solid should be from biology. NCERT level question MCQ, just start by bubbling it, because that is important, because many people will know the concept, but what drags off them from the NEET performing in NEET is like the time management or the lack of time. So you should start practicing more questions in less time. You should set a time limit. In that time limit you should solve around 100-120 questions, and that will help you out to a very good extent. And always try to focus based on NCERT. Then it's up to you to